Morning, Kenneth.
Let's go.
Imagine a WNBA superstar stepping onto completely unfamiliar turf, a sport she's never conquered before. Now imagine the world watching, and realizing she's stealing the spotlight in ways her own league never could. That's exactly what went down with Caitlin Clark at the RSM Classic. She didn't just participate, she seized every moment, transforming the entire event into her personal stage.
Okay. So did you put snacks in here?
Yeah.
You guys want to get out here? Hit hard.
So, Caitlin Clark is playing golf again. She is playing she played in another pro-am, and as expected, Caitlin Clark golf is the most relevant thing.
But here's the twist. While the golf world erupted in applause, celebrating every swing, her WNBA colleagues barely blinked. There was no cheer, no praise, only icy silence. So what's really at play here? Simple envy, or something far darker simmering beneath the surface? Let's peel back the layers and expose the truth.
Continue to work the camera.
Caitlin's playing in pro-ams right now. I mean, it's unbelievable, isn't it? I'm a big fan of Caitlin Clark, obviously, being a women's sport, and there's not a lot that this young woman cannot do. This is her second shot into the par 4 third.
All right, let's pull back the curtain. Caitlin Clark hasn't just been playing basketball, she's been rewriting the rules for years. The 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year, a sharpshooter capable of those jaw-dropping, impossible three-pointers, a natural leader on the court, yet her path hasn't been without storms. Her relentless drive, her unshakable confidence, these traits that make her brilliant also made her a target inside her own league. Then came the RSM Classic. Caitlin didn't arrive as a curious spectator or a casual participant, she came hungry, ready to test herself. Golf was her escape, a place where the pressure of basketball melted away. And she didn't just show up, she dominated. Partnering with Ryder Cup captain Zach Johnson and PGA Commissioner Jay Monahan, she revealed immediately she wasn't an ordinary amateur. 270-yard drives. Precision. Poise. A grace that left everyone, even herself, in awe. And when her opening drive plunged into the water, she didn't flinch. She laughed, recalibrated, and kept going. That resilience, that fearless streak, is what sets Caitlin apart. Here's the kicker, while golf fans erupted in admiration, her WNBA peers stayed frozen in silence. No posts. No congratulations. Nothing. And it wasn't accidental. Those blank screens were deliberate. To casual observers, it might seem strange, but for anyone following her journey, Caitlin Clark has long been the disruptor, the one who refuses to fit the tidy narrative her league wants. At the Classic, she wasn't just hitting shots, she was building a movement. Fans lined up for autographs. Kids stared in awe. Parents thanked her for inspiring the next generation. Even Zach Johnson's daughter begged for a picture. These weren't mere fan moments, they were lessons in influence, in bridging worlds, in proving that women athletes can transcend their sports. Meanwhile, tension simmered back home. Cryptic tweets surfaced from WNBA-linked accounts, "Stay in your lane." Funny how some people get all this attention. Casual? Not even close. Caitlin's rise was rattling nerves. This wasn't new, she'd faced whispers of arrogance before, critics calling her self-assuredness too much, while male stars get lauded for the same fire. Usually, she ignored it, led her team, and excelled. But this time, the stakes felt different. It wasn't just about basketball, it was about breaking the mold, and succeeding spectacularly. The golf world, however, went wild. Jay Monahan called her transcendent, a term rarely reserved for professionals. Zach Johnson labeled her a rare talent, praising her humility above all else. And perhaps the most surreal moment? The crowd chanting her name. Caitlin Clark, a basketball phenom, had captivated an entire golf tournament. Back in the WNBA, silence reigned. A golden opportunity to harness her crossover appeal, wasted. Some whisper envy. Others insist she doesn't fit the league's image. Whatever the reason, the neglect was deafening. She was elevating women's sports, and her own league, yet received nothing but emptiness. Meanwhile, social media erupted with praise. Golf fans hailed her as a trailblazer, someone shattering barriers, rewriting expectations, and bringing an entirely new audience into the sport. WNBA fans, meanwhile, were split down the middle. Some hailed her as a beacon, arguing she was shining a spotlight on the league like never before. Others whispered that she was stealing the thunder, accused of chasing personal glory at the expense of her teammates. It was the classic tall poppy syndrome, rise too high, and the world, or at least some people, will try to cut you down. But Caitlin? She didn't flinch. In a post-round interview, she spoke with calm defiance. "I'm just here to enjoy myself and grow," she said. Golf, she explained, was a challenging sanctuary, a place to push herself and escape the pressures of her main sport. Her words were simple, but powerful. She wasn't seeking approval, she was playing for herself. That unwavering focus, that rare self-assurance, set her apart in a world where athletes are often forced to conform. Even the LPGA stars noticed. Several voiced their excitement, eager to see more of Caitlin in action. Fans adored her, calling her a breath of fresh air, praising her for connecting golf and basketball in ways no one had before. And yet, the WNBA remained silent. Not just disappointing, telling. The league's failure to embrace one of its brightest stars, to market her crossover appeal, was laid bare. Caitlin didn't need validation. Her actions, her performances, spoke louder than any tweet, or absence of one.